your day's just better. Mentally, you're more focused. You're not so easily pushed off course. You can stay calmer, more relaxed, and you're able to get more done. But when you get into those places when you're not, the brain fog starts, you get distracted easier. I'm Ian Hawkins, and this is Sport is Life. The purpose of sport, as I see it, is to see your vision become a reality. Find your voice, create strong connections, and learn to trust your body. You already know that your physical health and fitness takes work. You know that you need to continue to keep good habits, you need to continue to work on yourself. If you let yourself go, if you're not doing the work, then your fitness will go, your health will start to suffer, and it'll seep into lots of different areas of your life. Well, your mental health takes the same work. I had this conversation with someone I was coaching the other day, and they were talking about how, they're just feeling like they're not getting anywhere. They're mentally, it's such a battle. I just asked them, I said, well, we talked about some of the things that you need to do to build your mental strength, build your mental muscles. And I said, are you doing them? And they said, no, they're not. And they go, it's just another thing. I'm like, yeah, it is. But it requires work. And if you want to be at your best, if you want to continue to improve, then it requires work. So are you doing the work on yourself mentally? Physical has an impact, and it definitely helps your mental health. But you'll continue to have a roller coaster of moments unless you're building the mental strength as well. So if you haven't looked at meditation, then I highly recommend putting that into your daily practice. It only takes 5 minutes. There was a guest on the podcast the other week, and Matt Elliott, and he was talking about how just 5 minutes at the end of the day, just sitting quietly, just with yourself, a moment of self-awareness. And meditation allows you to do that, and allows you to do it on an even deeper level, so you can build that mental strength. There have been times where I've drifted out of the habit. Maybe will say, I've had a daily meditation practice for 10 years, 20 years. I'm like, I don't know how they've kept doing it, because there are sometimes I just don't want to do it every day. And there are sometimes that I don't, and sometimes that one day turns into 5, turns into a week, or I'm doing it haphazardly, and I'm just not going as well as I know I could, and I have to remind myself. And it's why the last 12 months, I've made that a particular focus, because it reminds me how much better my life can be, how much better my days can be when you have that contrast of not doing it. But when you're doing it every single day, your day's just better. Mentally, you're more focused. You're not so easily pushed off course. You can stay calmer, more relaxed, and you're able to get more done. But when you get into those places when you're not, the brain fog starts, you get distracted easier. If you've done any meditation, you know what I'm talking about, because the difference is stark. And when you can know just how beneficial it is, even if it's just, I just feel better on those days. I remember Justin Langer talking about meditation when I was listening to him maybe 10, 15 years ago. And he said, I don't know how to explain it any better, but the days I don't meditate, I just don't feel right. And the days I meditate, everything just goes so much better. It's so much better. It actually does. So make sure you're prioritizing that. Make sure you're prioritizing your journaling. Get those wins out of your head so that you can see each day and at the end of each week how much better your day and week has been than you thought. It's so important to celebrate. Used the story before about Lane Beachley talking about the 6 world titles where they were just on to the next one, never really took a moment to enjoy it. It's so important to enjoy it, because our subconscious part of our brain loves to feel that good feeling and will chase more of it. And this is not about sport. This is about life. It's learning the lessons from it. How can you bring more of that in? And she'll tell you now, and if you're following her anywhere and she's talking about how she's helping people apply these same skills, how important it is to pause, to celebrate, to really take stock. Jim Rohn used to call a personal inventory. So you can see the growth. You don't have to get confused. You don't have those moments going, oh, have I really gone anywhere? Because it's all documented. Such a powerful thing. And mentally, you'll become so much stronger as you not just record your wins, but ask questions, record your learnings, and then, which leads me into the next thing, which is being able to shift old habits. And journaling is such a great way of holding yourself to account. And your mental strength will require you to change habits, because the habits that have got you to this point have got you to this point. They won't be the same habits that'll take you where it is you want to go. You need to build new habits. You need to bring in a circuit breaker, because everyone's running hundreds of patterns every day. Even people who have done a heap of work on themselves, they're still running patterns that need upgrading, because if you want to get to the next level, you have to. So bring in a circuit breaker, get someone that you can trust that's going to help facilitate those change of beliefs. There's so many different modalities out there now. There's work that you can do on yourself to be able to shift those old habits, create new ones, go on a whole new trajectory, and build that mental strength muscle. And then, of course, learning. What do they call it? Automotive university. In other words, get in the car, put on podcasts, put on audio books, and just spend as much time as you can learning. Don't give me this, I don't have time. There's always time. When you prioritize it, you will find time. When the importance of it in your life, when you find that importance and you prioritize it and you realize the alternative of not doing it, you'll find a time. Tell you when people get really sick and then they decide how important focusing on themselves is, they know the answer. So don't wait till that point. Make it a priority now. Watch everything change as you not only improve physically, but mentally, and the impact that will have on your emotions, your ability to connect with the most important people in your life, the success that you're getting in your career, workplace, whatever it is, and just how much more enjoyment you're getting out of your life. Focus on your mental health. And if you're wanting some help with your meditation, make sure you check out my performance meditation training. It's a great way to improve your practice, build on it, and then take it to a whole other level. So you're not only feeling like you're building your strength muscle, but you feel like you are a high performer in that area as well. You've taken the time to listen to this whole episode. Now it's time to take action. Commit to one thing you've learned today and make it happen. And to avoid any obstructions, join the Sport is Life movement by clicking on the link in the show notes.